17, flights fully boarded and ready for on-time departure. Once again, this is flight number 826 to Detroit, gate number 17.
Good morning, folks. We'd like to welcome you on board. This is Flight 376 with nonstop service to Atlanta. Folks, this will be a full airplane this morning. We're going to ask for your cooperation in our boarding process. Once you have found your seat assignment, if you'll please make an attempt to step out of the aisles as quickly as possible for us, letting other passengers get around you, we would appreciate it. On this aircraft, we're going to ask that you try to reserve the overhead bin space for those very large items. That's going to include rollerboards, large duffel bags, and oversized backpacks. On this aircraft, rollerboards have to be placed up on their sides like books on shelves. There's diagrams in the back of the overhead bin space showing you what it should look like. I would kindly ask that you place your smaller items underneath the seat in front of where you're going to be sitting, helping us to leave that overhead bin space free for only those big items, folks. If you place anything in the overhead bins, just make sure that it'll actually close before you walk away from it. And if it's full, you're welcome to leave it closed for us. We do have flight attendants in the aisles monitoring the overhead bins should you need any assistance. We'd like to welcome you this morning.
First Officer John Hayes. We'd also like to welcome you aboard Delta 376 nonstop service down to Atlanta. In the back, we've got Greg leading 4 of Atlanta and New York-based finest flight attendants. They're going to make your 2-hour and 11-minute flight down to Atlanta as pleasant as possible. We are anticipating an on-time pushback departure out of here. Fairly short taxi over to the runway, taking off to the east. Make a big sweeping right-hand turn, point us towards Georgia, and have it there before we know it. As Greg's mentioned a few times, we'd like to welcome you aboard Delta's newest narrow-body flagship aircraft, the A321neo. You can see a lot of features back there that are fairly new to Delta. We're still working a couple of bugs out on the Wi-Fi, and it does work. However, every now and then it's a little bit intermittent as they figure the last few bugs out. This airplane was born about a month ago, and so it's still kind of new, stretching its legs out. You'll probably notice on this airplane it's going to be a lot quieter on the takeoff and during the cruise portions, as the engines on this are fairly brand new, spanking engines. They're a geared turbofan, which makes it a lot quieter back there. So hopefully the experience is a lot better. We look forward to hearing any feedback you've got about the airplane or things you'd like to see improved on it. If you do get a survey, make sure you put all that down there, and we'll do the best we can to accommodate your suggestions. 2 hours, 11 minutes is the flight time. We'll talk to you once we get up to altitude. Should be an okay ride. There is talking about a little bit of bumps as we get up higher, but we'll do the best we can to try to find the smoothest air possible. Maybe pedal a little bit faster, get you there just a little bit early. Once again, let us know what we can do to make your flight more enjoyable. Welcome aboard.
This morning, you should have Bluetooth capabilities on this flight. We also have radio internet service on the flight, but I've been told by the captain it may be intermittent this morning going to Atlanta. So please be aware of that. Okay. You saw your drink waters are in the armrest on the insides of your seats. I do know that the TV screens actually pull out a little bit, so you can adjust those. All right. And anything else, I have no idea.
Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard.
And thank you for flying with Delta.
The best, around the infant's waist and secure the strap between the legs. Refer to the safety information card for more information. Additional life vests for in-lap children are located in a marked compartment at the front and rear of the plane. We'll distribute these vests if necessary.
Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright, your aisle armrests are in resting position, and your tray table is put away. Please take a moment to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
As we come through the cabin for our final safety check, please let us know if you have any questions. The team at Delta brings our very best every day to make your world a little smaller.
Now, as we get ready for takeoff, please settle in and have a wonderful flight. Thank you for flying with Delta.
entire Delta family, we'd like to thank you for letting us be part of your journey this morning. We'd also like to extend a special welcome to our Sky Miles and our Medallion members. We do appreciate you for continuing to trust us with your travel. Our priority on this flight is to make sure that we provide a safe, clean, and comfortable experience for you. And for your safety, I'm going to ask that everyone please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the captain turns the sign off, we ask that while you're seated, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we should experience unexpected rough air. I would also ask that you please use caution when opening overhead bins, as the items may have shifted during takeoff, and please help us to keep the aisle clear of any potential trip hazards. The lavatories are regularly refreshed with Lysol products throughout the flight. If you happen to notice an untidy lavatory, just let one of our flight attendants know. And federal regulations require all customers to comply with crew instructions and prohibit the use of cellular network services during the flight. The use of Wi-Fi to make voice or video calls is not allowed. Information on approved electronic devices can be found on the safety information card that is located in your seat pocket. This aircraft is equipped with Delta's newest Wi-Fi technology, and this new service provides fast streaming Wi-Fi so that you can watch your favorite content at a flat rate of only $5 per device. And you can also enjoy free messaging, and you can stay connected to family and friends. Directions on how to connect can be found on your seatback screen in the About Delta section. And folks, we're going to invite you to enjoy the complimentary entertainment as well as service offerings this morning. And as we continuously improve and elevate your experience, we're pleased to offer some of your favorite drinks and snacks along with some new additional items on board. Snack boxes and alcoholic beverages will be available for purchase. And please note that federal regulations prohibit consuming any alcohol that you may have brought on board the aircraft with you. To see what drink and snack selections are available on the flight this morning, please check the food and drink section of your seatback screen. And you will save 20% and you'll earn double miles if you use your Delta Sky Miles credit card from American Express.
Around the cabin, we do ask, however, anytime you see keep those seatbelts fastened just in case we do encounter any unexpected rough air. Well, as promised, we're pedaling a little bit faster. Right now, we're about 26 minutes or so early into Atlanta. We'll see if we can keep that going. For now, sit back, relax, enjoy the rest of this flight.
Here you go. I only had the last two items left. This was no longer available, but I had these two items. Is your food room? Careful, it's hot. Those are actually, pretzels are leaving, folks. They're getting rid of the pretzels. They're putting in the sun chips now. That's going to be the new product. Those sprinkles go on top of that.
Alright, perfect, thank you.
Okay. You guys still okay? Do you need more coffee?
I'm good for now. Can you stay in water, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks.
flight deck, your captain once again. Seatbelt signs are coming back on. About to start initial descent down into the Atlanta airspace. If you have been up and around the cabin, I'd like to ask you to please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. And stay seated until we pull the aircraft into the gate. This morning, they've got us coming into gate T4. That's in the T terminal, Tango 4. Latest weather in Atlanta, fairly nice. Winds out of the east around 11, 12 miles an hour. Just a few clouds here and there. Temperatures around 73 degrees Fahrenheit this morning. It has been our pleasure flying once again. I'm glad you got a chance to fly on Delta's flagship narrow-body aircraft, the newest that we have. Let us know your feedback on it, things you'd like to see us change or improve. We appreciate that. Should have you on the ground about 24, 25 minutes ahead of schedule, so more than likely about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes early at the gate. At this time, I'd like to ask flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
Folks, it has been a privilege and a pleasure having you on board this morning. In preparations for landing, I'm going to ask everyone, please look down to make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened. Please remain seated for the duration of our flight going into Atlanta. Please bring all of your seat backs and tray tables to their full upright and locked position. If you're sitting in an aisle seat, please make sure your armrest is lowered. If you are sitting in a seat that has a video monitor that extends from the armrest, we ask that it be stowed at this time. All personal items, including laptop computers, have to be stowed. All items should be either in the overhead bin space or under the seat in front of where you're sitting. We just ask that laptops not be placed in seat back pockets. You're certainly welcome to hold on to your mobile devices as long as you keep them secure. Please also note that the exits on board this aircraft are identified with green symbols and arrows pointing in the direction to those exits. And folks, if you have a connection in Atlanta, Folks, it is Delta's pleasure. Welcome to Atlanta's Hartsfield Jackson International Airport. The local time is 8:28 a.m. I'm going to ask for everyone to please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened, leaving all of your carrying items stowed until the aircraft has been parked at the gate and the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. And folks, please be careful when opening the overhead bins to avoid any injury from the items that may have shifted during the flight. And some of you may receive an email from Delta asking you to share your experience with us. We do value your feedback. We also use your responses to continually improve your travel experience. We'd also like to invite you to download and use the Fly Delta app for all of your future travel needs, including checking in for flights.